Why is it echoing?
I'm on the thing now. It's already 4 p.m.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Where do I share? Where is Carlos?
Hello, hello. Oh, sorry about that. BM everyone. We were caught in between knowing if we were live or we were not live. So sorry for the delay. Uh, for those just joining us or for those that are already here, sorry for the delay. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here with us. I'll just give a low overview of all of this and also what base is and what base is trying to accomplish for everyone, right? So first off, my name is Emmanuel Nebeli and popular known as Cuckoo Codes. And that's your energetic builder. We all are very energetic, we all are very bullish, and we are doing our best to show up every day. And we're doing our best to show up every day, building the trenches, getting everyone involved with base, and bringing everyone on shape one day at a time, right? So
It's not showing me yet.
I would just like to give a brief overview of what base is. So base base is actually like a movement. It is a culture. We do not like to we do not call it a shame because to us it isn't. It actually is not. Right? We understand that it's layer two, a fork of optimism and a product of Coinbase, incubated by Coinbase, and with the sole purpose of scaling Ethereum, faster transactions, and the core purpose of housing all assets. So one of their major goal is to house all assets. So they are building the global on-chain economy that will increase innovation, free creativity, and freedom. And speaking from my experience that I've been in the basic ecosystem, truly, truly, they are actually putting all methods or strategies in place to achieve this because base is for everyone and they are building the global on-chain economy. And that economy, everyone is supposed to be part of it, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, or no matter what phone you're using. It's for everyone. So it's not limited. Everyone is supposed to tap into it. Everyone is supposed to have access into it. That's why we are bullish, turning up, showing up every day to ensure that we are bringing the word of base to everyone. Right. So currently we have the base around the world, which is the Buildathon, which should end by October 13th. It started September 27th, so it's to end October 13th. And now we are shipping out all of these initiatives to everyone get more involved. Creators, content creators, digital artists, dancers, musicians, everyone can build on base. Looking back to the last Buildathon on Chain Summer, a lot of people built on base and the experience was amazing. Like the Onchain Summer music, they built a song and submitted and they won. So that's just to tell you that base is really bullish on community. Base is bullish on everyone, right? They understand the importance of a community. So they're bringing everyone to build together, not just folks that can code or not just folks that can do technical stuff, not technical folks. It's for everyone and they are bullish on it. That's why they support their builders. They empower their builders. That is base. That is movement. That is culture. And we are all happy to be part of it every day. Right? So now this workshop we are going to be like talking about building on base with OnchainKit. So the buildathon is currently on. So definitely we are all going to be making use of the on-chain tools to build our applications to make people's life better. So that's why we are shipping out this. I've been showing you guys, telling you guys about the on-chain kits, the use cases, how to use it. That should bootstrap or fast track the development for developers and people that are building that are going to be making use of it. Because as you're building on base, at least you make use of that infrastructure and so on because they have worked so hard to provide this tooling and infrastructure. So we have to use them, You have to use it to make people's life better, right? So that's why we have this workshop in place to tell you more about the on-chain kits, how to use it, and use cases also. So on-chain kit is very diverse. We have the swap, we have the um, we have different parts to it, right? It's diverse a bit. So we're just like going to be talking about on-chain kits for this workshop, getting everyone involved, right? So base is for everyone, and and we have to do it with them because they want to build this. They are building this on-chain global on-chain economy that will increase creativity, innovation, and freedom. But only way they can do that is if we all raise our hands and do it with them, and that's what we are doing every day. So stay with us. Give us your undivided attention as we show you guys more about the on-chain kits, what it is, and how to use it, right? And please, we urge that you all register for the Buildathon. It's for everyone. Come and unleash your creativity. Come and find that local problem in your community and solve it for this Buildathon. So it's for everyone, and we're urging that you all register. During this workshop, we also give some more guidance towards the registration for the Buildathon and whatever. We appreciate questions. We appreciate more interactions. So because this workshop is for you all. Thank you. So I think I will pass the mic to Bruce to Kisipele while he gives a bit more overview on the on-chain kit. Right, I'll pass the mic to Kisipele. Um, I'll pass the mic to Kisipele.
So yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Kisi.
Okay, yeah. BM. Good afternoon, Defined April. Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Fine, I'm doing fine, man. How is it over there? How is the team? How is the hacking? The whole ups and down.
Okay, so far I have not met with any team in real life yet. I've just been having a couple of virtual meetings, virtual workshops, and the rest. Um, the first in real life event in Kenya is kicking off on first. Yeah, I think we partnered with Web3 clubs and some other Web3 communities here, and as well Web2 communities like I've forgotten the name, but yeah, we are going to have our first IRL event on first of no, of October. Sorry, uh, the event location is something I'm not sure, but maybe before the end of the workshop, I'm going to like mention it so that in case we have persons or people from Kenya watching us, they can turn up for the event.
Okay.
Will you guys be streaming the event?
I'm not sure about that. I'd have to ask JB of Beachin.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
But so far, how is it going in Kenya? Like the builders, how is the energy?
Okay, builders in Kenya, they are quite looking at the previous hackathon. I mean, literally, base was we gave one of the best support, and looking at people from Kenya compared. I'm not comparing, by the way, but
One of the
people in
best
Kenya have
support.
have looking at people from Kenya. People in Kenya have great ideas. I was looking at the whole submission from Eat Safari. I saw a lot of amazing ideas in different sectors: education, health, finance. It was amazing. I mean, having to see all those ideas. Looking at it from the angle of from the West African angle, I know how zealous our people are, but yeah, let's just see how it's going to be in the end of the day. I think I saw a meme. Somebody posted a meme um I saw somebody with a laptop in the convenience. So I was like, that is how it's going to be for people that are going to do late submission on 13th. Please, nobody, please, you don't have to build out the whole app, right? Just do something simple. Somebody asked yesterday while I was on call, are you guys going to look out for beautiful UI? Personally, as a developer, I used to make sure whatever I'm building works first before I now look at the sleekness, I mean the beauty, right? Make sure it works. I mean, what's the need for making it beautiful and it does not work? So make sure it works first. Now, while you've made it work, you can push that work, you can submit it. Now, submitting it does not stop you from committing what you are supposed, like committing the beauty side of it, or however you call it. It does not stop you from pushing it and then making it beautiful in the end of the day, right? So yeah, that's just it.
Like that is very valid. And one other thing is that we should not exactly wait till the deadline, or 2 days left or 1 day left before we submit. Like, submit your work, even if it's rough, just submit. Then you understand all that is left is for you to edit. When it is left for you to edit, there's not so much pressure and tension. But when it is left for you to submit, there's pressure and tension. So Kesipele, carry on.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Durusan will do. We'll talk about OnchainKit, but you can also like give an idea of the other parts. Or Drusam to start first. Should Drusam start first?
Okay, if he said he can actually go on
Yeah, no
first. Because
problem.
okay, initially I just wanted to just brush through the site, not really do anything. Then Druxam will take over. Then I
All
do the
right, all right,
rest.
all right. You can carry on. Casey, carry on.
Okay,
All right,
okay,
carry.
okay. So I think let me just share. I share a screen. Okay. So I think you should be able to see my screen now.
Yes, we can.
Okay, okay. So I'll just an overview of the site. Then when you start, we'll continue from there. So OnchainKit is, excuse me, as you can see, it allows you to bootstrap your application very fast from scratch using Coinbase exceptional tools. And then you get to integrate wallet, swaps, token, transaction. And most of this transaction is being used for, you can also use it for gasless transaction to sponsor transaction. Then swap, you can also use it to make free swap transaction for your users. And then identities, ENS. So what is the purpose of this on-chain kit? As we all know, the name sounds okay, on-chain kit. This is a tool or a library that Coinbase has provided for us to be able to interact with Base. So it's a win-win, Coinbase, Base all together. It helps us bootstrap application, and then we don't need to reinvent the wheel again. If you need a swap, all you need to do is to come here, you have a swap. You need something for ENS, identity, base names, you have it here. You need gasless transaction. You don't need to write account abstraction again. If you don't want to go that route, all you just need to do is to show up here, and then you are able, your users can now make use of your application without paying for gas fees. We also have frames where you can easily push this to Warpcast. So this is very easy. You don't need the whole frames.js and all that stuff. So it's easy to go. You can build powerful application with just these toolkits alone. So let me just go through. Let's see the documentation. Yeah, so this is the getting started. We'll walk you through this and then installing all of this and you get to see it. So you just need to install it. There will be no need for you to install WAGMI and Vim because this on-chain kit at latest comes with Wagmi and Vim as added libraries, that's dependent libraries, so it would be installed together. And the setup is pretty much simple, so I'll not be going through that. We'll walk you through that. So this is it. You can make use of base names, the application, there's Tailwind integration if your app don't have, and then if you need templates for you to work with, you can also get it from here. There are also templates that you can use. And then we also have templates that we can also use, but that will be done at the end of the video. It's a one-liner code. You have your application, you can ship it to Fleek immediately. So we'll look at that at the end. So you don't need to stress yourself. What we are looking at is for you to be able to just focus on the idea, build this idea. Setup should not be hindering you from accessing or building your application. So in order to avoid situations like OnchainKit was a bit difficult for us to use. That was no, it should not be part of your problems or challenges you faced while trying to build your application. So we have made these things easy. It's just for you to clone and start making use of them. Then we have the frames. You intend to make use of Farcaster, have your application. You can have your event ticketing platform. When you do it, you can push it on Farcaster using this, and then users can just mint it without leaving the application. They are already registered for your event. So that's also an idea if you wish to use it. We also have the identities. This is just a friendly way for showing user's name. It's just giving it that fine logo as we can see here instead of displaying just the address or an image there. So this is the identity we have. We have so many. Let's go into the swap and then the token, wallet, and transaction. So for the swap, just just this setup and then you have a working application. This swap works, it has been tested, we have tutorials on it, and then we'll be going over it too in today's workshop. We can just get this token. You might notice, okay, this is just 2 coins, this is just for testing. We would make use of the CoinGecko API, fetch more tokens, and then you'll be able to swap them. We can make the transaction or the process free, and then you can swap without paying for any gas fee. By the way, it's so cheap that you would not notice you were paying for gas fee. So why make it free? But that's we'll talk about that later. So all you just need to do, you add your is transferred, and then you have your swap functionality working. So this is I'll not be testing that here now. We'll do that during the um, workshop. So we also have the tokens, which is what we saw part of it. So this is the structure of your token. As soon as you have your tokens in this structure, you're good to go. Just plug it in, it will be added automatically for you. Then we also have the transactions. This is what you would use to probably interact with your blockchain and then have your users perform gasless transactions using this tool. And we have the wallet, the last but not the least, the wallet. This is what helps you see that connect wallet. Click on it. When you're connected, if you're not connected, all you get is the connect button. When connected, you see the avatar and your ENS name. Then when you click on the drop down, what this is showing is that it would show you the avatar, the name, and then you can also disconnect. We would also look into that. I think my device is here, so it can also give that a test. So let's go into one, let's connect. Would also be showing our mobile phones on the screen. Would have that set up. But for now, I think let's just go further so that I don't waste time. Yeah, so we'll be looking at, you also have your APIs. If you decide not to make use of the component, you can make use of this and then do it the hard way. So this API is kind of doing it like the hard way, but it's not still hard because base has they kept things so basic that we all are based. So this is basic. This is what we have for the API. We would also go through that and you can get swap. So what this swap functionality is doing here, you can make use of, you can do that by yourself. If you don't want to make use of the UI they have provided. So they have like a default template. You can change the color, but you can't really change where to place some things. if you want to have full control over your own swap and how it's being done, if you decide to collect certain fee from your users, you can make use of this and then build your own swap from scratch using these tools. And we can also use the tokens to do same thing, get the tokens, and then you can plug and play certain APIs from CoinGecko, and you would have so many tokens to work with. So this is get tokens. You can pass in the limit as probably 4, 5, 10, 15, and then you have these tokens for you, and you just work with it with your smart swap functionality, which is this. Would also get into that. This is just an overview, and you have so many more. This is for frames, identity, get avatar, all that stuff, and then token to format amount and amazing stuff. And then you also have for wallet to validate your wallet and then to check if your users are being verified or not. So probably you only want users that are verified to have free transaction. Why should everybody have? But you just want those that are verified to have free transaction. You can make use of this to check for those that have free transaction. And this is useful because I think a game where I'm trying to contribute to it would be making use of this to verify users. And then if you are not verified, your transaction fee would be different from those that are verified. So it's just to get people to actually do the right thing and then get verified so that they can enjoy every other feature on the platform. I think with this, we'll just get started. And then as we go through, you'll get to see that these things are actually simple, not too hard. It's just for you to plug and play, and your application is working fine. So I think I'll be giving the mic now to Sam. We'll be starting, and then I'll come back in.
Yeah, I just want to add something to that also. Um, for those that are the audience and listening, just know that this OnchainKit is one of the tooling being built for Base to allow builders to build more and have a more seamless experience with their dApps. So OnchainKit is what we are trying to give you more walkthrough of to understand as you are building for this buildathon. So we hope that you follow through and really like understand this. So thank you for that, Casey. Drusam.
Okay, all right. So, okay, about the. So, I'm going to be doing the coding part, right, Casey?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, some people are asking questions. Casey, maybe you can attest to some people in the comment section if they ask for anything. And if you are listening, you can check the
Okay.
live description. You will see the links to resources that are needed. And I'm going to include some links later on. And Caris, please can you send me the link to the base Africa registration so that I can add it
Um,
to the
Ele,
description.
Yeah, yeah,
can you
yeah.
guys? So like I'm looking through the comment as much as possible. Um, the aim and mission is for people to really understand this on check it and what they can use it for. So I think Sammy Azubike was saying the screen was not clear. Is there a way we can like maybe like zoom in more when we are presenting? And
Yeah,
then Swala said
Zoom
if
in
we can
more when we are
explain
presenting. And
explain
yeah.
what about like before even like doing overview like if you can explain what this is all about. Like you mentioned, because when you explained, you mentioned on Kit, you mentioned Farcaster, you mentioned frames. Like what's all this? Like what is all this? What is on Kit?
Okay. So let me explain. There's one simple example I have for what Warpcast is. So have you ever tried sharing a link to somebody either on WhatsApp, Telegram, any social media platform, and there's this preview for that website? You see that preview to the website when you send them a website, either a YouTube link or something. So that preview you see there is a frame. But if you notice when you click on the link, if it's a YouTube video, when you click on it, you get directed to YouTube to watch the video, right? So what Webcast is, it's a social media platform. But this time, the only difference is just like Twitter. The only difference is that that link you get on Webcast, that link, you can interact with it. You can watch your YouTube video from that link. You can mint with that link. So if I share you the link to a website where you can buy, if I share you the link to Jumia, what you would see on your WhatsApp, it's a preview and maybe the title that this is Jumia, right? So on Webcast, what you get is that you don't need to click on that link to go to Jumia. Right from your social media app like WhatsApp, like Twitter, right from your cast. We call it cast, but it's post tweet on Twitter. That's X. So on X, you make tweets, right? But on Webcast, we cast. So when you put in that link, that preview you get, you can see the Jumia store from there. But on WhatsApp, you can't. You just only get a preview that this is Jumia. On Twitter, you can't. On LinkedIn, on Discord, you just get a preview. And then when you click, you are being directed to the site. But on Webcast, what we get is that you can see your cart, you can buy from there. As you are chatting inside the app, you can chat, you can buy what you want to buy, have it delivered to you without leaving that social app. So that's the difference with Webcast. And so just look at Webcast is a blockchain social media app that allows you to interact with other links and other websites as frames. So we call them frames because they give that kind of Twitter like when you make a tweet. So you see that tweet you have there on Webcast is the same thing, but you interact with it without leaving the site. So that's Webcast. We'll also look into that deeply. Then on ChainKit, this is just a solution that Coinbase provided or Base has provided. If you want to make a swap, if you have ever tried to build a swap functionality from scratch, I've tried it. You make use of APIs, you will write the code, handle the state, make sure it's rendering properly. When a user select one coin, you make sure that the coin is rendering properly. When a user select another coin, you make sure that the coin is rendering properly. So you can interact with other
Sorry, can anyone hear Casey? Because I can't hear anything again. No.
I couldn't hear him. I think it's the network. You know, the Starlink got disconnected.
Okay.
All right. But before he's back, I just wanted to also add that just like so now let me just put it this way also. So now we have OnchainKit and we have Webcast, and we have Farcaster, and Farcaster we have frames. So now these frames is one of these initiative of Farcaster to help change the experience of developers, creators, and everyone else. So with these frames, it's provide a seamless experience, a new way of interacting with things. You could literally encompass a Web3 dApp, a full on-chain dApp into a frame. Users that just like on Twitter that you see somebody's stuff, you have to click and go to the platform. You don't do that on Farcaster, on Webcast. You can interact right there on the frame. You can click on more. You can click on show. You can interact and connect and do anything you want to do. As a creator, you can write an article, but you use the on-chain platform, which is Paragraph and Mirror. You can put it up on Webcast. It will show as a frame. Instead of going to the link, you can even still read more. You can interact with it. So it just changes the experience of how we interact with things and make things building much more enjoyable and much more faster for people to interact with what you do right there on Webcast. So that's Webcast is huge game changer for builders, for creators, and everyone. While OnchainKit is that tooling. It is that tooling. OnchainKit comes with the SDK, everything. It's that tooling that developers can use to build more on base. You can use it for the on-chain dApps. Any updates that is coming, like the base names, it has also been integrated to the OnchainKit. With the line of code, you have your base name in your application. You can integrate the base name in your dApp, in your application. So that is the core purpose of this workshop, to tell you more about the OnchainKit, while we are also like touching other parts, just to make sure that we carry everyone along. So I just wanted to touch on
All right,
that.
well said. I think Casey is back now. Casey is
Okay,
back.
this is right. Okay.
Yeah, so sorry about that. I think we all
No,
now
Webcast and
understand.
Farcaster is not the same. Actually, Farcaster is the decentralized social media platform. Why Webcast is a client of it. Actually, the way the thing works is that Farcaster is also like a social media as a service. That's how I think of it also. You see, Base introduced Base introduced the build this the Webcast as a client to Farcaster, and everything about most things about Webcast, you can see the base channel, you can see the base build channel, everything is there on Webcast. Webcast is like a client. Any other blockchain can come and introduce another social media platform and build it as a client under Farcaster. Farcaster is the main thing. Why the other ones coming up are like clients building on it, like building on just like you have a blockchain and you build dApps and build product on it. Farcaster is the main thing, whereby you build on it with um, other platforms. That's why we have Webcast and other platforms on Farcaster. So they are clients to it.
Okay, so somebody is asking, is Webcast the base product? No, it has been on its own. Like that's a different product, entirely different from Base. So Base is also using it the way everybody is using it. So
Yes.
it does not belong to Base.
Hey, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
Actually, Farcaster is like you said, Farcaster is a social media service protocol, while Warpcast is a client built on Farcaster but deployed on Base. I
Aha,
don't know
yeah.
if that is
Base.
Yes,
deployed on,
but it does not belong to Base.
yeah, does not belong to Base actually.
So that's it. So Webcast is built on Base. It doesn't mean like it belong to Base. So it's built on Base, yeah. So Drusam,
Yes.
are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to present.
You can't share your screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to check that out.
So builders, every one of you that are building, every one of you that are building for this buildathon, you will definitely make use of as long as your what you are building
Okay.
involves technical stuff, you will definitely make use of on-chain kits. Right. So that's why we have this workshop in place for you all. So please follow
Okay.
along.
So I think let's try to answer some of the questions. So
Yes,
the
yes.
sub fee on
The fee of
Webcast
Webpass is a
is
one-time.
yearly. You do it
Wait,
yearly.
let me not say what I don't know. It's a one-time fee now, right?
No, no, no. You do it yearly.
Okay, yearly. Yeah.
Yes, you pay it yearly.
I think that's $5.
Yes. No, okay, so is this a Web3 seminar and is everyone in Nigeria? No, this is open to anyone from anywhere. You can join us all over, except for the IRL event. But for
Yeah,
the online workshops, please, you are free to join from
open to everyone.
anywhere.
It's open to everyone everywhere. The Buildathon is happening in four regions: Africa, India, Latam, and Southeast Asia. This is like a virtual workshop open to anyone and everyone, right? But for IRLs, which is Arc Days, is in different regions. So this is just virtual, open to everyone and anyone. Yeah, you are welcome. If you are from Kenya, you are welcome. Anywhere you are welcome to this virtual workshop. You are participating for the buildathon. You are welcome because you definitely use OnchainKit if you are doing something technical for your build or for your product. So you all are welcome. Even though you are not even using the OnchainKit, you are also touching some other parts. Like this is just an open ground for you to just get more involved and learn more too.
So, all right. So I will start presenting now. And
Okay,
guys, I'm not sure if we can be picking up the comments when it's up, because I won't be able to do that when I'm presenting.
I'll be picking it up. I'll be picking.
So
All right.
before we start presenting, I think that those that are currently joining, because we're not live on Twitter, right? And we need people from Twitter to join this space on YouTube. So for those that are here, I would like us to do something quickly. If we are currently listening, just kindly take the link to the YouTube channel and share to your WhatsApp, share to tweet, share on Twitter, share to your WhatsApp, because we're about to have like a very valuable session, especially for those that have already registered for the Buildathon and are joining the Buildathon, right? So you actually need this workshop. You need to, learn how to build it on OnchainKit, and also we'll also be touching how you can, or what kind of ideas you can build for the Buildathon, what kind of team you can form, and just helping with guidance with your ideas and your project. So please, you don't want your friends or even your enemies to miss this workshop. Kindly share the link. If you've shared the link, put in the comments, put an emoji in the comment, put the blue love, put the blue heart emoji in the comments, so we know that you shared the link. Share the link on your WhatsApp, share the link on Twitter for more people on Twitter to come join this valuable session. If you've shared the link, can I see some emojis in the comments? If you've shared the Oh, nice. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you. Please, we need more people to share the link so more people can come in here. I think, well, how many are we on YouTube currently now? Let me check. Ima, can you check how many we are on YouTube currently? How many are watching currently? Mm, let me see. Okay, so we are 27 watching currently. We need more people in here. We need more people to come and join this workshop and get the value that we're about to dish out here. Thank you, Kofi Owusu, for sharing. Thank you, Fidel Otieno. So we need more people to come in here. We need more people. The knowledge and the value you're about to gain is not just for you. The reason why we're having this and we are streaming it live on YouTube is so that we can get across to many people and help as many people as possible that we can that are participating in the Bidathon, right? So please, let's share the link across all channels. Share on your Instagram, on your WhatsApp, on Twitter especially. Kindly share. Once you share, just come drop your heart so we can give you your flowers. Thank you so much, everyone. I will be picking up the questions and putting it on the screen as time goes on. So please, we are encouraged to drop our questions, as many questions as possible that you have. Just keep dropping them in the comment section, and we will attend to them uh as we go. Yes. So thank you very much. Please keep sharing the link. We should start now.
Yeah.
Jude, you can go ahead now.
Let's just. I think we should pick up at least a few of the questions
So
first. I think we have
okay.
someone is asking. I think that's Sowala. Is asking. Okay, wait. We have Onyinola. So he's like, how do I get the base name in Nigeria? He's unable to verify with his Nigerian number. Do you need nine? I don't. That shouldn't affect now to get your base name. Just with your wallet. So you just need your wallet, your Coinbase wallet, to get your base name. All you need to do is go to base.org. Go to base.org. The link, when you go to base.org, there will even be a pop-up that will tell you get your base names. Then you copy that link when you try to get your base name. Go to your Coinbase wallet, the browser of your Coinbase wallet, paste it there, then type the name you want. Remember, the longer the name, the longer the string of the name, the cheaper the cost for you. So
Wait,
that's
Coco, I
what you
think he's
just
having
that's
he
just
might
what
be having I think he might be having issues opening the site in the first place. Probably you can use a VPN since he's in Nigeria. Oyin Lolak, if you can explain exactly what issue you're having, right? If you cannot open the site at all, or even the Coinbase, then you can get a VPN. I would recommend you get
yeah,
a
I
quick
think I think that
VPN.
should be the issue. Then you have to make use of Proton VPN. Proton VPN. So you have to make use of Proton VPN.
I
Then
don't think that is necessary.
you don't think that's the
Cause
issue
like about the VPN, like you can use any VPN now. Cause I'm
because he
using
said he's unable to get verified with his Nigerian phone
No,
number.
you can use any VPN, but we're
any
recommending
VPN.
Proton.
Oh,
That's just it. Any VPN you can use actually, but we're just recommending Proton because it's really good. That's
And
what I use.
And
okay.
one other thing is that he might be using the other type of Coinbase. You know there are two type Coinbase wallets. So you have to use Coinbase wallet, the one that shows square shape, the square shape one.
Yeah, the one will be with the URL wallet.coinbase.com, not coinbase.com.
Yes. But if
Wallet.coinbase.com.
not, you definitely have issue with verification and all that stuff. Use the other one that is square shape. wallet or Coinbase. That's on your, if you go to your Play Store or your App Store, you see it's square shape. Then we have Abraham. Abraham asks, will those who don't have base name be given during this workshop? So, so
Yes, yes,
yes,
we will
yeah,
give out business, but there will be a tax, and then Juxam is going to lead that tax for those that
Yeah,
would like to
yeah,
get business.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just stay till the end. You'll be able
stay
to
to
get
the
full
end.
basement. There's full basement for everyone.
so the so Allah is asking, can you give an insight of the buildathon, what it is and other things? Who wants to take that? Scaris, you want to take that?
Okay, let me take it.
Um, I can take it. So
Okay.
what is that? Okay.
What exactly is
Uh,
the buildathon? Is and other things?
so the whole idea of the buildathon is base wants you to create solutions that solve problems in your local community, right? And that the reason why that, and if you, them not calling it a hackathon is a very strategic move, because they don't want you to just come and hack and just build something for publish short term, and to just to win the competition. They want you to think long, think they want you to think globally, they want you to think long term, right? So look around you, look for a challenge in your local community. The idea is think globally but start locally, because if you're building a product and you are not solving the problems in your local community, your immediate environment, then you have really not done something, right? So they want to encourage you to look within, look around you, and see the challenges that are being faced by people around, by your environment, by your people, by your local community, and see how you can bring a solution to that problem, right? Once you can create a solution to the problem, then you've done something, you've created a product, and you can post about it for the buildathon. If you're having like issues with ideas on what to do or what you can build, there are like different ideas on the link that you can even check, right? So for the buildathon, it's everyone is encouraged to participate, whether you're a technical builder or you're a non-technical builder, right? You're encouraged to, because if you're technical, you build apps, you build products that solve problem. If you're non-technical, you can do something that bring people together, right? You can host a meetup in your local community. Probably you are living in an environment where most people don't really know much about blockchain in itself, or even about the base ecosystem, or about the benefits that lies on chain, right? What you could do is to bring them together, talk to them, educate them about, because education is also a very very big point, right? Because in as much as we have a lot of the increased rate in adoption in the blockchain ecosystem, there's still more work to be done. There's still so many places that people don't even know about these things, right? So you could host a local meetup in your environment to try to bring this knowledge to them and bring them on board. Do you understand? That's also something that you can do for the buildathon. You don't have to, like, if you're not a technical person, you're not left out. Do something that brings people together, connect, collaborate more easily, and bring them to understand the power of the blockchain ecosystem and the on-chain space, right? You could also, if you're non-technical as well, you could also make a blog, write a blog post, create a YouTube or TikTok video or other content showing how you're making an impact and bringing your community on chain. Last buildathon, Coco here, he was part of the winners. And what did he do? He was constantly making Twitter spaces. It was constantly running Twitter spaces on Twitter, right, to educate people about the on chain ecosystem, and also educating them about how to go about the buildathon, what ideas to build, helping them to form teams, brainstorming. So these are the things that he did on the Twitter space, and he won the buildathon. Why? Because he was able to bring people together in his own community, right, in his own environment, bring them together to understand this the on-chain space, the blockchain space, and even the buildathon that people were participating in, and he was able to win with that. So that's the idea. The idea is base is trying to empower everyone. Base is not even trying. Base
Then
wants to
also,
empower
thank you for that, Karis. Then also, someone was asking, what tools do
everyone.
I need to build on base? I think this is one of it. On-chain kits. You need on-chain kit to build, and
Smart wallet, the like.
you need your smartphone. You need to get on Warpcast also. You need to get on Warpcast, and yeah. So these are one of the many tools. We'll touch on it. Though. So I think we should carry on. Do some carry on. I'll also be looking at the comments and we'll get to questions again. But do some you can carry on.
All right, so I'm going to get started with the OnchainKit now. Like this, like what you're holding this, the reason why I'm holding this workshop, like the main reason is to help Web2 developers get onboarded into the base ecosystem and know how they can participate and be eligible for this buildathon. All right, so like everything that you need to know is on the OnchainKit website. Like like the documentation is well detailed. Like maybe we face any bug, you can reach out to the team on their X, or maybe create an issue on their GitHub, or reach out to any of the base Africa team. Reach out to the Fighter for KFC, Coco, Caris, can reach out to any of them and they will help you out. All right, to get started, we need to go to the docs. Yeah, you can see my screen, right? Can everyone see my screen? Coco, can you see my screen?
Yes, you can see your
Yes,
screen.
yes, you can see your screen.
All right, to get started, just click on the docs. You'll be redirected there. We click on the getting started doc here. You see, OnchainKit is your go-to solution for building beautiful on-chain applications, regardless of your development. Like the main reason for OnchainKit is to make development very easy. Like Casey has said, he said like using OnchainKit saves you tons of time of debugging and hours of coding. Like without the OnchainKit to start an application, it's going to spend you like the app is going to spend you like something like
Jukes, sorry, if you can zoom a bit, it's a bit tiny on YouTube.
okay
Aha, perfect,
now.
perfect, perfect.
Okay, it's going to take you like let me say some hours to do it, but with OnchainKit, just take you let me say 4 minutes. If your internet is good and your PC is working super fast, it's going to take like maybe like 2 minutes to get started with OnchainKit. And that's all the thing you need to do. Like you want to participate in this buildathon and be eligible, you have to make use of OnchainKit of base SDK or stuff. You can make use of OnchainKit, you can make smart wallet, everything about smart wallet and everything is even here is on the OnchainKit website. So to get started, you need to go to the section here, the get started page. Here you will see if you are starting from scratch, you come using create Wagme to scaffold your project. And to get started, you do npm create Wagme at least and everything. So if you don't want to go through all this stress, just go to their GitHub repo. I think they placed it here. So I can't find it. So just I'll leave the link to the description below. Just go to the GitHub repo. You can start it. Just clone it. Go to your terminal. Just for After going there, just git clone. Yeah, good to go. So after it's done cloning, like the details is even here. Okay, let me go to the repo here. Every detail is here. You run call burn install and burn run dev to run it. But if you are using npm or yarn, you just do npm install to install the dependencies. Okay, let me come here. Okay, let me see it today. What's the name again? Base workshop. Then you do npm install. That's the first thing. If you are using yarn, you do yarn install. If you are using burn, you do burn install or burn I. So this will help us install the dependencies. Like if you have any question, just leave it down in the description below. KC and DeFi will help sort it out. So while it's installing, let's go back to the OnchainKit. All right, npm create like every dependency is going to be installed using the OnchainKit, using the OnchainKit GitHub repo. Like everything is going to be installed using the template that I provided there. Like everything is going to be installed. No need for you to be doing npm install Coinbase OnchainKit wallet, all those stuff. So, but if you have an application that is running already and you want to integrate OnchainKit into it, just go to the installation process, npm create Wagner latest. Okay, that was to create npm install Coinbase, npm
Those
install OnchainKit. Yeah, good.
resuming.
Oh, sorry, that's true. What was that? Still installing. Then after installing it, you need to get your API key from the Coinbase developer platform. You see the link here. Just click on the link. Boom. Make sure if you are in Nigeria, make sure you are connected to a VPN because
But people are having
you know
issues with
Nigeria
getting
and the
this
government.
some people are still having issues with getting the API key. Kispele, you were saying the API key is also
The,
available on the GitHub.
I think the best option is to get a foreign number.
But Kispele was saying the API key is also available in the GitHub.
Okay. Maybe
Okay,
towards the
so
end we'll
everyone
go
can.
through the templates or ready-made templates. So I'll just show them. I think I don't know if but it's there on the on ChainKit template. So at the end we'll go through that.
Okay, no problem. All right, so just go to the Coinbase developer platform, go to Onchain tools in the section here, check the drop down, and you go to OnchainKit. Yeah, I'm going to find your API key, then you copy it. So let's go to the next step. Like we're going to walk through it together. I don't know for me, like not that I will be doing everything and doing everything, but we're going to walk through the doc together. So yeah, we need to create a .env file. Okay, it's still installing. Good. Coco, can I check if there's any question there? So till this stuff is done, is done. All right, good. It's done installing. I hope you all can hear me. Casey, can you hear me?
So someone is saying, so without on-chain kit, I can't build on base.
Casey, please can you reply to him?
Can build on base without on-chain.
Okay, okay. One thing is that you can build on base without the on-chain kit because first of all you are deploying your smart contract on base, but the thing is they gave out criteria for what they want. So what they need to see and then what is expected from you is that as a developer, if you are not a content creator or because everybody is a builder on base, but if you are a developer, which is a sub branch of somebody that is building on base, you need to use either the on-chain kit, smart wallet, um, the Coinbase developer tool, which is
Platform.
what Juxam showed. So you just need to make use of it for this buildathon. It's a criteria. It's just like all the other hackathons we have done. And then when you apply for bounty, you can't submit a product, for example, the graph. You can't submit a product that you did not make use of the graph to the graph and then expect them to pick that as part of the product that I won. So it's an added advantage for you. You can build on it, but they require you use these things. And if you have an existing product, all what base make use of OnchainKit, make use of Smart Wallet, make use of the developer platform. Just add it to your existing product. You are eligible for the hackathon. So if they are saying that, that means it is a requirement for you to use.
All right, good. Well said. Well said.
Yes, and
All right, so
this
like it's done installing.
the workshop is
Okay.
being streamed. So those that are joining late can also watch from the beginning later after.
Yeah, they can watch it later. Cause it's going to be recorded. All right, so next step is to cd to your to the okay no, you need to code dot to open our code editor. So I'm using VS Code. The next step is on the OnchainKit platform on the doc. Next thing for us to do is to create a .env file, an environment variable. Okay, .env. Then after public key here, public key with the name next public OnchainKit, OnchainKit API key. Then we'll paste it here. So we're good to go. Next thing we need to add a OnchainKit provider in your provider.tsx file and add OnchainKit provider as a child of it.
Sam, you need to zoom in. You need to zoom in.
Oh, true, true, true. Is it okay like this?
Like zoom, let's so they can see it very clearly. Yeah, like it will be
Like I've
zoomed.
zoomed in now. Is it okay?
No, what I mean is that zoom out. How will I explain it? Like let it show very well. Like
I don't zoom now.
yes, more. Do it no.
Like this.
The way you zoomed it the last time, Duxam, but I think it's clear like this. Ahem.
No, no.
No,
It's clear
zoom
like
it,
this
zoom
now.
it. No, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, this is okay.
Right. So the next step is to in your add OnchainKit provider in your provider.tsx file, add OnchainKit provider as a child of Agme and create blah blah blah. So where will the provider.tsx be included? There's nothing like provider.tsx here.
Sam, you are making use of the template, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So build as there is a template for it, so you can easily like make use of template. You just have to follow this step by step, and it's very very explanatory. So you make use of the template, so you don't have to do anything from scratch.
So this is the wagme.tsx file. Just copy it and paste. Like this. Where is the so after the next public style and everything has been imported already in the template. Just have to go through it, start building. I don't think this is the one that asks that tell us to do bomb run and everything. Let me just go back. Since we've installed the dependencies and everything, all we have to do is to do npm run dev.
Someone said if you are not seeing it, if this is React, you should use main.css. Say you should use
Okay,
main.css.
like in React,
See, this is React, right?
main.css for what?
Like you could not find the
Yeah,
file,
this
right?
Next.js.
Okay,
Okay, this
this
is React. Sorry,
so
let
go
me
to
check the package.
main.css.
Let me check the package. Let me check the package.
So you go to main.css.
It is next. It is
This
next.
is next.
Yes,
Okay.
it is next. Just that this one here include the SRC directory. That's why it was like that. It's not using the app routing. So after that, okay, I think there's an error here. So we're using npm start. All right, so we need to build, like you can see the bug that we're facing now. We need to build it before starting it. Like the template that they use, their template, it's somehow um, we need to build it first.
It is the next. Is the next. Is the next config. Why are you using npm start instead of dev?
And like I'm surprised. So I think it is okay. I think it is Vite. I think it is Vite. Because when I try using npm run dev, it's not working. And npm start work. So it is Vite. So this code is written in Vite. It is in Vite code. So to everyone that is listening, this is not no, this is not plain React and this is not plain Next. So it is the combination of Next, React, and Vite. So making so we need to build it before running it. By the way, can you check if there's any question there? In case.
There's no question yet.
There's no question. I'm checking also.
Okay. So it's still building.
That's a lot of error, you know.
That's a lot of. There's so much
What's there?
errors.
Not like error. I think these are warning statements.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's building. It's building.
Let me see your node module folder. Let me see your node modules. Okay. It's installed, but the warning is a lot.
Just wait for it to complete. Wow. All right. It's compiled successfully. So you should be able to run perfectly now. Like I have a YouTube tutorial where I explained it better, like and with every details. Like I went through it from detail by detail by detail. So we need to build before running for it to work fine. Collecting page data. Okay, what's the error? The cutter error on following parts. Error for not found. Okay, I think Carrie's just join us for the stage. I need to add her. You have added her. All right, so let's run dev now. Like the error here might cause bug during production. Like if you are using Fleek, if you are using a decentralized hosting platform, not fully decentralized, like Fleek, like you won't be able to deploy. It's going to crash. But if you are using vercel, you shouldn't have any much problem. The Fleek team are looking into that also. So let me run. Let me start npm start. We are using
Can
Vite,
you
so we are using npm start.
can you
What do you say?
rectify where the error is coming from so that you can, this template is something you are giving to the public, so it will be better
Okay.
you you handle the error as well, so that when people are it's not easy, guy. Like, I know how much issues I faced with helping people deploy on front end and hard hat and the rest. So please, if possible, you can look into the error after now and then push
Okay.
the
Okay.
update.
Also, Mohammed, there's a,
Um. Okay.
there's
Yeah,
a,
I wanted to say it just now.
some part of
The the banner is covering some part of the screen. If you can reduce that banner or take it
Oh,
out a bit.
sorry.
Fleek is like your on-chain hosting service compared to using Vercel and other platforms. You can use Fleek.
Yeah, well, like if you are using Vercel, like okay, let me. Where's my GitHub? You say everything's working
Then,
fine, but the Flick is not. You
then
can
also,
see Vercel is working fully fine, but Flick. Now I'm saying that Flick, like no, you must not face any small error like this. Like the thing is going to crash. But if you are using Vercel, no need to worry. Your application is going to work smooth.
then also, someone
Mm.
someone said, "Can't I just develop my project with Foundry?" And I had that, then deploy to base testnet.
Yeah, you
Yes, you
can. Yeah, you can
yes
do
you
that. And what is the installation stuff? That what I said. Like if you have a running project already, you can add other SDK and everything. But make
Mm.
use of Coinbase, of Coinbase on ChainKit or Smart Wallet. To do that,
So
just
the
do npm install Coinbase on ChainKit. This and you are good to go. Then make use of it, and you are good to go.
so the point is that you can build with what you are comfortable with, but
Yeah, yes,
uh, but and yes, you should absolutely deploy to the base because this is base buildathon. So build with what
yeah,
you are comfortable with, but ensure ensure that you are making use of the on-chain tools, which is the on-chain kit, the paymaster, and every other one that is useful to what you are building, right? However your team dynamics is, there should be someone in your team that can work with documentation and implement. This on check it as a documentation that is good, which is what we're also working you guys through. So you do the total comfortable, but ensure that you're at least using the tooling of this.
All right, good. All right, so we are done building now. So let's start. npm start. What is it saying now? No such file directly as.
What error is that?
No such file directly as open source. I think it was the way that the stuff was installed. Like I'm using HP. This desktop supposed to be capital letter and I'm using small letter. So let me just reopen it.
Drusam, can you add Kespeler to the stage? He wants to touch on some things too.
Oh, okay. Is he here?
He says he's trying to join. You should add him.
Okay, I've added him. So let's just
He's
open
once.
this locally again.
Casey, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. So what I wanted to say is that there's also another template that has a fleek. So maybe after this we'll go through this, and the
Yeah, yeah,
deployment
yeah.
process is very easy. You just yarn login, yarn deploy. Your DApp is on fleek.
Casey, and also about that yarn login, yarn deploy, npm login, npm deploy, that stuff. Like, it doesn't work with some stuff. Like, I've reached out to the fake team. It doesn't work with for me. But if you are using
No, no, no.
if you are using Ubuntu
That's
CLI, it will work fine. But if you are using normal PowerShell, like, it won't. You have to have Ubuntu installed. So most people
okay,
don't
okay,
have it.
okay. Don't
So
worry, don't worry.
okay, like when you are about to talk about this stuff, you can share the template and everything. I will also add it in the description. Just share the link with me. Okay, open terminal. Okay, no, sorry. Okay, open terminal and code dots. All right, npm start. Uh-uh.
It should be npm run dev, not npm start.
Let me see
Restart
that.
the terminal. No, restart the terminal. Remember,
Oh,
your directory is still the small letter.
oh, that's
Okay.
true. So, Casey, we are using byte. That's why I'm using npm start. Well, it's still a small letter. Let me come here. Let me close the terminal. Okay, the directory is fine now. CD. What's the name? Base workshop. npm start. Wow.
Install your node modules again. You can
It
delete
was the
and
way it
delete.
was installed. Like the directory I used, like it's supposed to start with capital letter desktop when I was doing npm install and everything. That's the problem with it. All right, so when you run it locally on your side, like you shouldn't face that. But if you go through the process of using the capital letter and small letter, if you are using HP laptop or if you are using Windows, sorry, you might face that stuff. So let me just run this one instead. So if you have if you are facing any bug, just reach out to KC, DeFi Devfolio or me. What is that stuff? Okay, this day. NPM start. I beg no show bug again. I beg go. Okay. All right. This one is working fine. We need to go to locals 3000. Control click. And boom, like when you are done installing these templates, everything will be there for you. Like you can customize, you can remove it. Look at this. Here's the when you are connected. Like let me disconnect first. All right, it's going to show sign up and login button here. So when you click on the login button, then you can select your wallet. You can select MetaMask, Rainbow, but I'll be using Coinbase wallet here. Oh, oh, am I with my mobile? Let me check my phone because I
Is
have to do the authentication.
your VPN and stuff?
Yeah, make sure your VPN is on. Oh. Make sure. Okay.
You know
So
what
then,
just came up my mind? Coco code.
sorry.
You say? What do you say?
Do you know what just came up my mind?
What?
Do you know that as a builder, when you're done building your DApp, your user might think Coinbase wallet is not working if the person does not have a VPN. So do you think it's
True.
necessary to add a pop-up like if you are from Nigeria, make sure your VPN is on or something? It's
Hmm.
crazy.
That would be good. That's a good suggestion.
That I think honestly, as much as possible, while we are limited by our current infrastructure, we should try as much as possible to give very good user experience. Like that's one thing that the base has been emphasizing on. Good user experience, make it seamless. People don't have to stress their brain to see when they will not figure that, oh, it's because I'm from Nigeria or that's why this thing not work. Oh. There should be a seamless experience that will let them understand, even to the aspect of even them owning their VPN or anything. If there's a way, like it could be a single button, it could be anything that can provide a seamless experience for them to be able to interact with these applications without overthinking too much before figuring it out. Like, okay, yeah, I should have had my VPN. Okay, or having to ask so many questions before they really figure it out that okay, it's because they're in Nigeria, or it's because of this, or it's because of that.
Okay, the reason I
Yeah,
said
that's
that
cool.
is I remember there was a hackathon I engaged in. I I was wondering why my Connect wallet was working on local host, but was not working on the main server on production. So somehow I visited a website that needed VPN and I had to revisit my project and it worked. So I now realized that I needed VPN to for the Coinbase model to show up.
and
It
and, and not everyone will be able to figure it out on time, right? We don't want to stress our users. Honestly, we don't want to stress them at all.
You, I think you can't hear Coco again.
Can you guys hear
Your
me?
mic. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah. So like I said, we don't want to stress our users. So that's tip, action plan. Find a way to also like make your adapt so seamless that users don't have to really stress. Users should not ever have to stress that. Like just think about it that you are building for your grandma. Think that you are building for your grandma and grandpa to be able to use your solution.
All right, that's good. All right, let's continue. I know you guys might have grabbed some inspiration from there. Maybe your opinion, maybe you can qualify above the others if you added that pop up and everything. All right, so like this, when you are done installing and you run it, like every detail is going to be here. You can transact here. You can transact, and it's going to charge. Like there's, you are not going to be charging if you are transacting between within base using the Coinbase wallet and even using MetaMask. You
Can
won't
you
be charged.
scroll down? Can you
Okay,
scroll
I've
down?
scrolled.
Wait. Now, yeah, if you're using this template, let me explain why it is being sponsored. If you're using this template, it's they use Paymaster on it as well. That is why your gas is being sponsored. So in case you are building out a utility that needs Paymaster installation, this template is also advisable for your use. I just needed to put that out.
Yeah, yeah. That is the Coinbase Paymaster. You are good to go. I confirm, then I can transact. I might not be able to continue because I need to do verification on my mobile. Let me just cancel it. So another thing here, the base name is here. When you click, you can include this on your website. You can remove this base name section. Okay, let me go to the OnchainKit. Use base name.
You see, everything is being integrated into this OnchainKit. Whatever development
Yeah.
is coming up in the base ecosystem, whatever is being added, everything you will also see it on your OnchainKit. So easy to just make it so easy. Sweet.
Like everything is there already. No need for you to stress your brain on anything. Like the mission for that base is trying to do like is to make things seamless for users coming on chain. So you can go to your wallet dashboard through here when you click on this. Okay, as well to open a new tab. Let me open the post again.
I'll say it again. If you are building your DApp and you're in Nigeria, find a way to add a part that's really like just like make users understand that okay, these are like a very good onboarding process. Yes, a very good onboarding
Yeah,
process.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. You can also fund your wallet through here. You can fund your wallet through this. Like it's very seamless. Like um, all the things that you need to add. Any like let me say you have a running project already. You have a running project that you want to use for this hackathon course. You using application that has been running
Build
for
that on,
it's
Mohammed.
sorry, build athon. So if you have an application that is running before for long and you want to participate in this hackathon, and or no need for you to start from scratch again, just go to the OnchainKit documentation. Everything is well detailed there. Like if you are facing any bug, I'm sure you won't face bug, but if you face, just reach out to any of their team, or maybe reach out to any of the base Africa team, or any of us that are here. Just reach out to any of us, and you're good to
Exactly,
go. Like everything is
and
here.
you absolutely need to be in the Buildathon participants group. We have a Buildathon participant group at Base Africa, and all of us that you are seeing on this call right now, we are there. Like we are active round the clock. So questions, we are here. We answer also. I think we can. Mohammed, can you add the link to the chat, the Buildathon
You guys
participant?
can maybe you should do that. You know that
Okay,
I'm kind of this
I'm
stuff.
trying to even join the chat. So I'm trying
So
to look at. Caris, if
the
you are here,
the the,
Caris, if
the,
you are here,
the
you can help us add it.
and also you can reach out to Carrie too. Like she's the on-chain coin. Have any question? Just reach out to her. Okay, you can. Their Figma design is even open source. Oh, Caris is backstage. Okay, I've added that now.
You can help add the Buildathon participant
Yes, I'm going to
details
put the links now in the comments. So
and every other important information also, like the Arc
Yeah,
Day
yeah.
that is happening
don't
next
worry,
week.
I'm on that.
All right. So the Figma design is open source. You can join our Discord through here. Okay, let me zoom in. Their Figma design is open source. Just click here. You can edit their Figma design. You can contribute to their Figma design also. You can check that their X and here. You can join their Discord here, the GitHub repo. You can check it, the Coinbase GitHub repo, on check Git repo, and yet to their documentation. Like everything is just seamless. When I want to host it, let me go to my GitHub repo. I've hosted it already, and it's going to work fine as it is working in local in development and in production. Can I? Okay. So here is the link. Let me zoom in again. Just click on the vercel link of mine, and look at it. It's working fine as ever. Like it's working fine. That's what Base has come to do for you. That's what Base has come to do for you. That's working fine. Another thing, okay, we've gone through the Coinbase stuff. And another thing is that I think you need to go through the Wallet Connect. You need to have you need to create a project on Wallet Connect and on Wallet Connect website and copy your project ID for the Onchain Kit template. Okay, let me go to my repo here. Sorry, my GitHub stuff. So here's my project ID and everything. So that you need to have a Wallet Connect project ID and the API key. Those are the two stuff that you need, two environment variable that you need. And another thing, when you are deploying, please don't push globally. Ensure that you add .env in the git ignore. Ensure that you add it so it will be pushed to your repository and people won't have access, people won't use your API key and steal stuff and all this stuff. Sha. And when you are deploying, just keep it safe.
Yeah, as much as possible, you want to be careful, like really, really careful. Always ensure that your stuff and your env file, and when you're pushing to GitHub, make sure that you are not pushing your stuff to GitHub. That's why you need to ensure that it's on your env file. If not, you push your stuff to GitHub, everything is accessible there, so you have to be careful.
All right, there's another section here where it details everything more about the section this that is running my local host here. Like just go to the build on chain app section here, and boom, you're good to go. How am I saying boom? So everything that you need is here. Everything that GitHub repo is here. You want to use that GitHub repo and you don't want to use mine. Their Coinbase developer API key. Just click on it, go to your dashboard and copy your API key. And the Wallet Connect, in order to use Rainbow Kit, for you to be able to use Rainbow Kit, you will also need to obtain a Wallet Connector project ID. Like for you to use Rainbow Kit, just click on the Wallet Connect. Let's go through it together. All right. Okay, Wallet Connect is now called Reon. They've rebranded. Okay, let me connect. No need for you to sign up. Just connect with your wallet and no need for you to use email address. Okay, let me use this. No, okay, let me use this. Why is signing decline? Cancel. Let me use another wallet. See, it works seamlessly with Rainbow Kit, but MetaMask is throwing error. That's another advantage of Rainbow Kit over MetaMask. All right, so to get that started, like I've created a project here. I named it Onchain app, and you see the project ID here. So for you to create your own app, just click on create here, give it the project name. Let me say I give it Base Workshops.
I can't hear anything. Can you guys hear Drusam?
Sorry, I can hear you now.
Why can't
Can
I
you
hear
hear me?
anything? Can you all hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
So what I've been saying since I hope it's your network because I've been saying a lot since.
Maybe it's my network.
All right, so let me just start from this place again. When you read the Wallet Connect website, they are now called Reown. They've rebranded. So you just come here, click on create. For you to get your project ID, you need to create a new project. Let me name it Base Workshops. The link to the live link to your project. Like I know you are just getting started, you might not have the live link. Just ignore it and click on continue, and choose the SDK you would like to start working with. They'll have to use maybe Wallet Kit or App Kit. Just let them know that you're using OnchainKit already, that I'm using another kit for my app. Then create, and the project ID is going to be generated for you. Then you will go back to the OnchainKit documentation. In the next public Wallet Connect project ID here, you just add the project ID, you just paste it here. You place this to your Wallet Connect project ID, replace it with it. And the next public Coinbase developer platform API key, you will paste it here from the Coinbase developer website here. I beg, don't use my API key, but you can use it. Don't use it, don't use it. And you are good to go, and everything is going to be working perfectly. Just git clone, npm install yarn. You can use yarn, then npm run dev. You are using next, npm start. I think that project is in next, I'm not sure. Or let's check it together. There's another thing I want to say, I've forgotten. Oh, how I want to say it again. Skip my mind. Coco, check if there's any question. I'm trying to think of something.
I'm checking. His spell is no longer here.
It's not. Let me check. Backstage again. You know, they use Starlink.
Okay, his spell is back.
I wanted to say something. I've totally forgotten. All right. Oh, I don't know if I should go through the deployment process. I don't think there is need for that. Abby.
Deployment of
Please, there is need to
to deploy to
please
fleek,
there is
right?
need.
Okay, all right. All right.
Yes,
So for you
please.
to all right, for you to deploy, well, you can use fleek, but fleek, there's two of. But if you are using Ubuntu, your terminal is Ubuntu terminal, know that you are good to go. You are good to go. You'll be good with fleek. But not, I know most people will be using normal terminal, so we need to use vercel, the centralized hosting platform. So you go to vercel.com. This thing showing like this. Vercel. ah, Vercel. What's wrong? V.
What's that?
Like the stuff is just changing. Let me replace with this one. Vercel. Let me just clear it. This thing is causing error. It shouldn't cause anything. Vercel. You go to vercel.com.
Drusam, can you check the resources Kispele just dropped on the group
Okay,
for
okay,
deployment with fleek?
okay. I'll add it. So let me just go to my project
Drusam, do
directly.
you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that. So to add a new project on Vercel, when you go to the Vercel homepage, just click on add new projects, click on the projects, then you select the project that you want to deploy. Let me say I want to deploy this base workshop. Import, and you check if it is Next.js. I think this is Next.js. If yours is like, if you are using Vercel, Vercel is going to check the framework for you and it's going to put the right framework in the framework preset here. If the framework preset is wrong, then you select your preset by yourself. and you're good to go. Let me say your project is around that directory. Check the root directory of your project. Make sure to, let me say you have a backend and a front end. So to deploy it to the front end, let me say the folder is the root folder is your project. Let me say you name your project Team C, and this is Team C here. And under here we have backend here and we have front end here. So for you to deploy, if you deploy the whole Team C, it's not going to show anything on the live site. So you have to select the particular one that you want to do. Let me say this front end. I'll just select this as the root, then I'll click on continue. But this is only front end, and while we don't have any smart contract separate and backend separate, just click on the roots, then click on continue. Then after that, in your environment variables, don't know that when you are pushing, you ignore the environment variable and everything is safe. Just come to your environment variable in your root in your project, copy the environment name, the project name, Control C, then you the key and the value. The value is your the key and the values. Just copy the value, Control C, Control V.
Value keepers.
Yeah, key and value pair. Key environment variable, key value pair. Okay, add the second one. Then you are using any other resource and everything, and which they are you have a key that you are storing safe, you can include them here too, so that uh, um what's the name? Vercel is going to help you add it, and so yeah, your application will work seamlessly. I like Vercel. I like Fleek. I pretty much like Fleek, but that deployment issue.
No, with the right resource, I think the one that Kispele sent you, I think maybe it's just some issues that you might have been facing,
No,
but with the right resource, you should not face difficulty again.
okay, no. So I will add the source in the description
Yes, please
by
do.
KC. Okay, well then you when you are good to go, you've added everything that you need to. I'll just click on deploy, and the deployment is going to start. It's going to start deploying. The build log is going to show here.
And
Deployment
then,
summary as
sorry, let me just add to this. For Vercel, they have also made it much more easier than this. In your terminal, you just need to type yarn Vercel, and then it will
yeah, yeah.
switch you to login, and you are done. So you don't need to go through if you
Okay,
wish.
just like Flick.
Yes, but
KC now,
Vercel,
this one that you're saying.
it works. No, it works for everything. It's not.
Okay, okay.
So let's not
It's
look
not
at
like
Flick as the. For Flick, all you need to do, you can go to your repo and then connect your um,
your wallet.
GitHub
Sorry,
account. No,
your
your GitHub account, and then you are
sorry.
done. So please try to, as much as possible, try to deploy on Flick or
Yeah, yeah,
any
yeah.
decentralized hosting platform.
Like Flick is there. Like I pretty much like Flick. I like Flick, oh, but it's not their fault. It's my own fault using Windows Terminal. So when it's done deploying, you will see some stuff here. Then you click on it and it tell you that we are live. It will show one what they use call this party stuff. Boom. That you are good to go. And I think Casey can continue from here.
Yes, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Or should
There
we
is
end it here?
stop
Hope
sharing.
there's no
So,
question.
Casey,
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
also checking.
let's take questions and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Questions can come in. Let me go to the comments.
There is no question for now.
Okay, someone said yeah, and there's no question. Okay, I saw
Casey,
something here. Okay, let me add these carries. What carries here? Yes,
Casey, do
that's
you need
cool.
to screen?
No, okay. Let me just share the one for the okay for the deploying of fleek, and then I think maybe we'll wrap up by 6.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, so because if I'm to go over it, it will be probably how to interact with your smart contract with the OnchainKit, but let's not go into that. Maybe some other time. Let me share my.
We can do that now.
I would have to clone another template, quite different, and then we start.
We have the time. We can do that. I mean, if you are okay with it, we can do that. Since the stuff is till 7 p.m.
Uh,
We can do that.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, can let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's be bullish.
okay, let me share my screen. Uh, do I need to share my?
See, even
Uh,
folks in the comments said, yes, please, let's do that now. Let's do it.
okay. So I'll be sharing my screen now, and then so if you can see my screen, please just. I'll zoom in when we start fully. So can you
Then
see
this
my?
saying this banner is covering the this thing.
Oh, so can you see my screen? Should I go for that?
Ah,
I
sorry,
hope
my mic.
no.
Case it not show us the repo that you cloned.
Yeah, this is it. It's here. Can you see my screen? I've been asking. No
Yeah, yeah,
response.
yeah. We can see. Zoom in, zoom in.
Don't worry, don't worry. This is not the main aim. We'll share the link for this. So this is the repo, which let's just have it by the side. So this is the cost of. So let me just. So I'll be moving very fast and then giving you the whole gist of this. So I just git clone the repo and then we cd into the flake kit and then git. So this is the command. We open the terminal, but while that is opening, we just yarn install and we should have it installed. So this is what we have. And so I'll go straight to deployment. They would come back and then add our smart contract and then redeploy it back. So you see how easy it is to actually make use of Flick. So for those that are making use of Windows, I'll show you how to go over it, which is even easier than those using them Ubuntu. I think let's get into okay. So I'm done. All I just need to do is to yarn yarn dev.
Casey, can you please zoom in? Zoom in.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. So sorry. So I think this is better, right?
One more, one more, one more.
So how about this?
Good, good.
So this is the template. I'll show you what is going on behind the scene. We just bootstrapped it and let's zoom in also here. I'll just
Casey,
localhost
please, can
type.
you please hold on? Can you please hold on? Now we've done the like the front end, the main focus part, and people are asking that how did they get the fee base name? All right, to get that now, all you have to do is post about what you learned today, and use the hashtag base workshop, and we will check the hashtag. Like it's the hashtag that we're going to use to check you out. When we check the hashtag, we'll reply to your comments, and reply to ask for the name that you want to use, and we will get you your base name. So just post what you learned from this today, and tag at base workshop and use hashtag base workshop. Then you'll be eligible to get the free base name.
Also tag Base Africa, hashtag Base Africa.
Yeah. Tag base Africa at base workshop, at base Africa. Then use hashtag base workshop. Hashtag, that hashtag is the key that are going to be eligible. So Casey, you can continue. Casey, people are saying that you should zoom in. Oh, in the comments, say you should zoom in.
Still zoom in. So this is the default application we have. So we just run the local, which is the local host. So this is the application. Yeah. So I'll be showing you what it does, and then we deploy, then we come back to the smart contract so that you get the full gist of how we can set this up within. We are already done. So it's very easy, fast, and no need to do much work. So I'm trying to open my wallet now so that we can scan, and then you see how it works. So this is it. So we'll click on the connect wallet here, and then we should have our wallet open. So permit me to open my phone, which is, it should be up now. So I'm trying to share my device. Yes, so this is my device. So all I need to do here is to click on connect mobile phone, and then I would click on this, and yes, so this is it. All we just need to do. So this is a template, and we are good to go. So this application is working fine. We can test this, but before we do that, some of you might have issues. So I'll be showing you the errors you might have and then how to fix it. If we are to interact with this application, we might have issues. So what we need to do now is to come to our settings, because by default, when you connect, it takes you to the base mainnet, and this is a test net. So we just need to go to the template we just used. If you notice, this is it. It's connected to the mainnet. If you try to interact with the application, it would keep giving you errors. So all we just need to do is to switch the application, scroll down a bit, and then switch to base testnet, and we are done. So as soon as we are done, we can now go back to our home page and our wallet. So this is the application. It's just a simple greeter app. I'll show you how it works, the smart contract, and how I did all this stuff. So let's just test it. So let's say good, this should be evening now, and let's set. So our wallet is opening, and yeah, this is it. You can see how cheap it is. It's about 1.7 naira. So don't be scared. This is how your base names will be cheap. So it's just below $2, sometimes around maybe 500 naira, 300 naira for your base names. So this is the benefit of using base. It's very cheap. Yes, so that's the advantage. All you just need to do is to confirm, and I verify on my device, and I think as soon as the transaction is done, we should have our good evening here. But I think, let me just permit me to refresh. Yeah. So yeah, so as you can see, good evening now. It's now coming from the blockchain. So this is the application. You are done. Your $1 billion startup is now set. We're about to ship it out so that we can submit our application on Devfolio. So this is how we just do it with this template. You can simply just come here to your terminal, and all you need to do, you end the session, and then you yarn fleek login. So this is the command you run, and then you hit enter. So you get this URL. Let's click into it, open that, and we'll be directed to the Fleek login page. So all we just need to do is to sign in. I think I should be logged in already. And yes, so all I need to do is to confirm. But if you have not been logged in, you have to log into your Flick account and then confirm this process. I think that's it for that. And if you come back here, as you can see, we have successfully signed in. So the last command to ship your application to Flick is just to yarn, what's the command? Flick, then deploy. So with this command, you're good to go. So we'll just watch this and then pick some of the commands we would have. So if you notice, there will be no command, there's no folder there that is called out. But this command would actually create it and then send that uh, build file to vercel, which is IPFS, because Flick works with IPFS. They host your static sites on IPFS and then they do all the routing for you and all that fancy stuff. So this is our Next.js application building. And then, yeah, while this is working, we'll now go through the application. First of all, you have your config. So this is where your WAGMI configuration is. Let me zoom this down a bit. Oh, no, 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 no. So let me zoom this a bit. Yes, so this is your WAGMI config file. So if you notice our application, when I connected to that wallet, it says template wallet, and then you have set this to all. If you are to switch this to smart wallet only, I would show you the difference. So this is our setup for the base. If you notice, we now have our out folder. So our application has been built successfully. All you just need to do now, select any of these projects. So this is a project I have on Flick. I have this, I have the first project. I can work with the CIMS for which is where this file will be sent to. Then next, we have found existing site? No, this is something fresh. I want a new site. So enter the name, let's say base workshops. Let's call this workshops. Base workshops version 1. We would have subsequent workshops. So this is it. So it's now creating the site. So it now says, please specify the directory containing the site files to be uploaded. So this is the site files, this out. So we just specify out. Would you like to include additional build? No, we don't want it. Let our application breathe. So flick.config.json, which is this. This is what we have here. This log file would be replaced by Flick. So this configuration is what you can just push to GitHub and then plug and play from your Flick dashboard, and then your application is deployed. And then let's select flick.config.json, which is what we have. And I think this has written to that. So as you can see, it has written. So this would be the URL to our site, this one. As soon as it is done, deploying to Flick, just 2 lines of code, and then we are done. So our application is now on Flick. All we just need to do is to click this, open, and then we should have our DApp on Flick. This is it. No stress. Life is made easy. You won the Buildathon, and we all celebrate. We can now test this to confirm that this is working fine. So this is now on Flick. I can share the link to you, and we can all decide to change the good evening. So I think one of our chat. Let me. I should not spoil that. So let's connect again, and so this is mobile, and then what we need to do is to scan, and we should have that. So template, as you all saw in the file, let's allow, and we are connected. So as you can all see, this is where we saw that template. So this is the name. That is why it was called template in our application. So let's not forget to go back to our application. You might have this error. All we just need to do is to come to connected dapps. So as you can see, this is the template, but the URL is now different, which is working fine. You switch it to what? Testnet, because you would have issues if you don't switch it to testnet. You would not be able to interact with the blockchain. So let's connect, and we are now on testnet. Let's now go back and test our application one more time. Oh, sorry about that. So let's open this and home. So let's go to the site. And now what should we, okay, let's say late night. So let's say don't skip late night. Don't skip late night. So let's set greeting. Our application is popping up. This is it. It's very cheap. Recently, Base rolled out an upgraded version for transaction fee, which made it way easier than this. As of recording, when we had one of our tutorials recorded on YouTube, it was about 4 naira, and now we can see this on 1.7. So it's getting cheaper by the day. It's getting basic because we are based. So I think our application is done. Permit me to refresh this. I'm not meant to do that, but let's just, for the love of time, let's refresh the application. And then, so this is it. Don't skip late nights. So I can also share this link. So I think, how would I send it to you so that we can, I think the first person to switch it would probably give out a free base name too. So how should I send it to you, Druxam?
Send it in the group chat. I'll send it to the chat.
Okay, so uh, so there's this here, and yes. So the first person to change it to just probably use your name or put something. I can trace the. Will I be able to? I'm not making use of the graph here, so it will be quite tricky. But try to change it, and then as soon as you are done, just notify us so I can just refresh or probably come back to this page, and then just use your name. Place your name here. The first person's name we find here gets
I
a free
haven't
base name.
I haven't seen it. I've not seen it in the group.
I've dropped it in the group.
Check if it's delivered.
Oh, I think I dropped it in the wrong group. Sorry, I dropped it in the wrong group. So sorry about that. Yes. So I think what we need to go into is
Sorry,
the
hold on, Casey. So I've been trying to post the links in the comments, but I think that YouTube has updated their rules or whatnot, and I can't post links. I don't know. But I'm seeing someone just posted a link. I've been trying,
yeah.
and it's not good. It's they're
You
saying
have to
this
take
company
out
has refused to
the
post
trailing slash. I think so.
the what?
The trailing slash. That's the first. That the slash at the ending. You take it out or you add it. I don't know which one works.
Okay, because I've been trying. So I think somebody else can just post it. But let me try again, taking out those slash.
So I would now show you why we have all and why we have smart wallets here because I also had this issue and I was like Googling the whole internet. So this is the difference. We have our local host running. Let's get this and then let's work with the local host. So this is our, permit me to disconnect and refresh this. So you would see the difference now when trying to connect your application. I think this should be up. Trying to get a new deployment so we can get right into this. And so this is your base Sequoia. If you were to make use of the mainnet, all you just need to do is to switch this to base. So this configuration was gotten from the OnchainKit documentation as you saw earlier. So I'll just walk you through how to make use of WAGMI and interact with your base application. I think our website should be up so you can see. Please, are you still loading? Let's just get okay. So it's done. So the difference, let's look at it and then you see. So for smart wallet only, what you'll be making use of is the base smart wallet. So if you notice, I can't connect with my device now. That option is not here, which we initially had. I don't know if I can zoom into this, but let me do that and see. So this is it. So if you notice, just requesting for your pass key. This is for smart wallet. So if you're having this issue, just know that. So I have to cancel this and then close this. So let's go back to our application and then switch this to all. So let's have this to be all. And as soon as you save, we can now connect and you should see the option for yes, so connect. So we can now connect with our mobile device. So just take note of that. If your application is smart wallet only, which is this, we'll be looking into smart wallets from Base. We'll look into that properly in the subsequent tutorial, and then we'll show you how to make gasless transaction on Base. So this is for smart wallets, which is the first option we saw. So let's continue and dive right in. So this is the configuration 1x. We have our provider. This has been done for you. No need to stress yourself. Your application is set. On-chain API key. This is the environment variable. If you notice, I did not make use of it. There's disadvantage of not making use of it because you can't be verified and then you can't use the um, Coinbase developer verification tool, the paymaster, gasless transaction, but your application would still work fine without the public OnchainKit API key. So if you're having errors, please build your application. When it gets to the part where you require gasless transaction, then you can now bother about the API key. One next. So I'll show you how I interacted with the smart contract and the whole shortcut. All thanks to Wagmi for their documentation. And yes, this is it. So I'll be closing this. So this application you are seeing here. Let's nope here. So this is it. Simple greeter. We have our input field and then our set greeting button. Okay, how do I get that greeter? How do I get that value? This is how I usually do it. Yes, so let's come here. This is it from Wagmi. For you to be able to read from the blockchain, reading from the blockchain is free. You just use your use read contract, the address, which is the deployed contract address, the ABI, the deployed contract ABI, and then the function you want to call. So the function I'm calling is greeting, which is returning that value you are actually seeing there, which is this. Let's switch back. This value, set your name here. Who switched it to set your name here?
I did.
Uh,
I
okay, wow, awesome. So this is it.
So
So as you
better
can
name that
see,
you are getting a base name.
no, it's not. It's not part of the. It's not part of them. So this is what we have here. It's as simple as that. You just call in your use read contract for Web2 developers. Just check WAGMI. All you just need to do, call your use read contract. If you clone these templates, there will be no need for you to go through all those other configuration. You call use read contract, the contract address, the ABI, and then the function name. You would get the value back. So we can do this by coming here. This was the structure I did. So you can simply just get rid of this and then paste your own there. Get rid of this and paste yours there. So let's go to the block chain, which is base Sepolia, and pasting that address. So you would see the contract and then how we are making use of it. So I can paste this here. I would zoom in now. So we should be zoomed in. So I hope this is clear enough for us to see. So as soon as this is done, we should have our smart contract. So if your smart contract is also verified, you can also see, would also do that. Let me show you. Just 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Yes. So this is the ABI. Why that is loading? This is the ABI. This, let me just walk you through it. If you notice, we have a function called what? Greeting, which is what I am calling. The output is what? It's returning a type of what? String. So there's a function called owner. I can also call the owner by simply doing this. I can duplicate this, copy this, paste it here, and owner. So let's call this owner, and we can just, for now, just permit me to paste it. Let me just do this. Dash owner, and need to check if owner exists. I think preferably let me just copy this. Copy for tutorial purposes. Probably just refresh. So I should be back up in just few more minutes, and yeah, yes. So connect. Yes, connect wallet and then mobile app. So sorry, I think I zoomed into that too. Uh, yes. So this is it. So I'm connected. So it should see, we should get the owner and then the greeter, which is what we want. Okay, it seems I need to switch. Permit me to do that. Switch my network. I'm not showing my mobile device now. Switch this to base Sepolia, and I'm connected. So our application should be working fine. So it seems we have an error. Just new terminal, and yes, our application is working fine. So permit me. It seems I've tried. I just noticed the error is coming because of I've not added this, so I don't know why it was misbehaving, but all the same. So this is the contract, and we can now look into our deployed contract here. So this is it. 9 minutes ago, that was the set greeting with I think DeFi DevRel did. These are the functions we are calling set greeting because it's a method. And then we have contract here. This is the contract. It has been deployed and verified on base. I would also show you how to deploy your smart contract in like as fast as possible on base without stress, no configuration. You just have it like life is easy, and this is the ABI. This is what you need to copy, and then for your front end to be able to interact with your smart contract, and you need the contract address, which is this. So this is what you need. Just these two things, you are able to interact with your application fully. Okay, so I noticed why this was not working. If you notice in our WAGMI configuration, the smart contract was deployed on base Sepolia, but we switched that to base. So please, let's take it back to base Sepolia. So that was why we had that issue. We should have that here and here. So as soon as we are done, our application should automatically work fine. So that was why if you deploy a smart contract on base, make it to be on base. If it's on this testnet, switch it to testnet. So that was our issue, and that was why we were unable to see it. So as you can see, we now have the owner of the contract, which is what we have here. So Web2 developers, you want to interact with your smart contract, make use of WAGMI, and your life is made easy. So this is it. So for us to be able to write to the blockchain, all we just need to do is to call use write contract, and then it has properties right, which is write contract async, or you can make use of the write contract. So this is asynchronous, this is synchronous. So for this, you would have to call .then.catch. But for this one, you just need to call await, which is what we are doing here. So when a user fills in the form set greeting, you are a React developer, Next.js, I don't need to explain this part. So once we have our greeting in that input field, which is set here, front-end developers, I will not be explaining this. All you just need to do, you call the address again, pass in the ABI, the function name is what? Set greeting. Set greeting accept what? A greeting, the new greeting. Then we pass in the new greeting as arguments. We call this add. So this is the argument. Is a function you're calling, which is this. Let's go to our blockchain, and then let me show you what that function is. So let's go to our write contract, and then you would see the set greeting function that would be called by our front end, and then how you pass in that argument. This is it. We have the set greeting. This is a function. It accepts the new greeting. For this is payable. I would explain that for the smart contract guys. So what it accepts is the new greeting. Same also as the withdraw. Okay, the withdraw does not accept any value. As soon as you call that, you get your money. So what this set greeting is doing is, if you pass in certain amount, you'll be on a premium plan. If you leave out this part, which is what I did here, if you notice, I'm not passing any amount. So I don't want to be on a premium plan. That is what I had in the smart contract. If you pass in any amount, you'll be on a premium plan. If you don't pass in an amount, you can change the greeting, but you are not a premium member. So that's by the way. This is how to write to your smart contract. So if mostly for your application, you'll be reading and writing, reading and writing. This is the steps you would keep excuse me, you would keep going over. You read, you write, you read, you write, except you're making use of the graph or some special add-ons to your application. But mostly you read, you write to the blockchain. That is the two things we do, and then you listen for events. There's also WAGMI hooks that listen for events. So I would go into that part in the smart contract aspect, and I'll show you how to deploy smart contract like very fast using Calculate. We just clone, add our private key, and our application is deployed to base, and we have it verified immediately. No stress, no configuration. You just git clone, yarn install, yarn deploy, yarn verify, and you have your smart contract deployed and verified on base. So before I go into that, I don't know if you have any other question. This is it for the template. No much configuration. Everything has been set. You can just go through it, and then all these configuration are found on their documentation. both WAGMI, Coinbase, and Fleek. For the Fleek, there's a guide for you. If you wish to read, this is it. You can just read. Simply just copy and paste them, and you are good to go. No need for any headache or hustle or stress. Your application is on Fleek. As you can see, within 2 minutes, we deployed our application on Fleek without errors. So please, any question before I switch to um, deploying your smart contract?
So,
Any
Casey,
question?
there's a question in the comment section. Where do we put our smart contract written in Solidity? Okay, okay. Let me show you. Let me show it in the bank.
So, can you hear me? So, I think in the absence of okay, where do we put our smart contract written in Solidity? Okay, that was what I showed you that you would copy the ABI. So let me share my screen and then continue. So permit me to get rid of this. So let me share my entire screen and then I think we're almost done, but you'd see how powerful some of these templates are. So let me show you this. So this is a after deploying your smart contract and it's being verified. All you just need to do is to come to the code and scroll down. What you get is your ABI. So copy the ABI. This is it. So I hope you can see I've zoomed in a lot. So this is it. You copy your ABI. What you need for your front end don't need your smart contract. They need your ABI and the contract address. So this is where you copy the ABI, go to the template, which is this, and under constant, you would find deployed contract. You can paste that anywhere. So all you just need to do, replace it. I've replaced it with the one there. Let me hide this. And this is it. And then you replace the address. That is all. Your application is set. So you just need the ABI and the contract address. So is that understood? Is that clear? So let me get rid of this. So sorry, I just decided to plug my system. So that's by the way, what next is to make use of okay. Now we now want to create our smart contract and then deploy it very easily on base. So let me see the out of this and let me remove that flick. So I'm actually deleting this. So for us to be able to write our smart contract, deploy it within. So let's check the time. This is 8:20. By this is 6:20. So by 6:30, we should have our application verified and deployed on base Sepolia. This is it. So let's start now. So all you just need to do is to say npx create dash it at latest. So this is what you need to do. It's just like starting your hard hat or your Foundry application, but we'll be making use of Scaffold it too. So let's just say the base workshops. Shops. So this is it. I'll be making use of Foundry, and as soon as this is done installed, we are done. Like so simple, easy, stress free, and you get to focus on the logic of your application and writing your smart contract. Because when you try to deploy from probably using Hard Hat or Foundry from scratch without templates, you get to add some add-ons, plugins, and you might probably get confused along the way. So while this is installing, I think we can go through this. This is one. So let's look at scaffold it, and then let me show you what it does. So it's an extension for developers to use. It's very easy. It's also a template, but it's a bit like it came with both front end and back end. So this tool would actually enable you bootstrap your development process very fast. Like it's very easy. So you can either git clone it, or you npx create next it, which is what I did. And then the documentation, they made use of wagmi. So all what I've told you about wagmi is similar. You can make use of wagmi or their own um, library. And then there's option for you to select hard hat or foundry. I actually chose foundry. I think we should have our application set. Okay, we are almost done. Just initializing the git repository, and after that, yes, so we are done. All I need to do is to cd to what did we call it, base workshops, and code. So our
Can people
application is
mute Mike?
set, and yes, I chose this auto, and this is it. So this is our application. All you just need to do, come to your packages, Foundry, and this is where you have your contract, you have your script, you have your environment variable, which is this. This is public. I'll be using mine, changing that, and then we are good to go. This is your contract. So let's look at it. Our contract here has owner greeting. So if you remember that contract I was making use of, this is it. I just deployed this and then exported the ABI and the address. That is all. This is the set greeting. This is the new greeting it is accepting. Then if you are sending money to it, smart contract developers, I will not need to explain this. If you're a front-end developer, this is not a smart contract class, so I will not really go into it. What message.value is doing is that we are sending money through this function. So when sending money, we make it payable. If not, you can't send money. Now that it is payable, we now check if you are sending money to this smart contract using this set greeting. We would make sure that the premium is true. But if you are not sending money, premium will be false. That is all. And then we emit an event, which is greeting change. This is also used to help our front end react. So we listen for this in the front end. This is also good for front end developers. And then we have the withdraw function, which is also its owner. Only the owner can call this. This is a modifier. Only the owner of the smart contract. So let's check who is the owner. The owner of the smart contract is anybody we specify inside the deploy. The during deployment, I'll show you the deploy script. This has been set. It's a template. You can get rid of this whole code. Control A, paste your own smart contract, and then all you need to do is to show up on the script deploy.s.sol, and this is where you just change everything. So if you notice, they are making use of which contract is now the owner. If you notice this is new, then your contract, which is the contract here, and all you need to do is to pass in the address. This address now, if you notice our constructor is accepting a value, which is this here. This is what we have here. So during deployment, you need to pass that in. Smart contract developers, you know this. This is how we set address value using Foundry. This is not hard hat. We hard hat, it is JavaScript. But Foundry, you make use of Foundry to write both the test and the deployment script. You make use of Solidity, sorry, to write both the test and the deployment script. This is all we need. And then 1x, all we just need to do is to open our terminal, and we just permit me to close this. So we yarn generate. I would have pasted in my private key, but this is a tutorial. I would not want to do that, which is here because you need your private key to deploy your application. So I would call yarn generate, and then we would have a private key generated for us here. I will not make use of it after this tutorial, so I'm safe. So this is also a security issue. Don't just paste your smart contract, your private keys here. Make use of yarn generate to generate a default um, wallet. This is the private key. If I'm to export this to my wallet, I can make use of it. But because we all have access to this, I would not be making use of this as a personal wallet. That is why I'm actually showing you this. But please, never expose your private key to anybody. This is the private key. This is the wallet address. I would send some base sepolia and deployment is set. Let's do that. We said by 8:30 we should be done. Let me open my wallet and send some base to it. So I should be able to send, let me switch that and send some base. So let's send just $10. It's very cheap, and confirm. So while that is being sent, we need to go to the base scan to get our API key. I think for this, I would show you this, and after that, I'll get rid of it. So this is the base scan. I'll zoom in. I'm already logged in. I'll just go to the API key. I'll copy one of this. I can also delete it, so feel free to copy it after the tutorial is going down. So I'll just paste that here, replace it, and yeah, so we just yarn deploy dash dash network. Then all you need to do is to specify the network. Okay, let me zoom in, which is this. We have base sepolia. This is it. As soon as we do this, our application will be compiled and then deployed to base. That is all. Like, you don't need to stress. All you just need to do, change what is here. For those writing smart contract, you can change what is here or create your own file and then come down here and then add what you need to add here, and that is all. So one command, your application is deployed. So this is it. Our smart contract has been deployed. This is our contract address. Let's copy this and then confirm that that was our smart contract. So let's go to base sepolia. We have 1 more minute, and this is it. As you can see, our application should be up. So I would not verify yet, so you see the difference between verified contract and non-verified one. This is our contract. If you notice, we don't have that green tick here. This is 32 seconds ago. We just deployed our smart contract. So let's go into contract and then see what we have. If you notice, this is only the bytecode, the opcode, which we have here, nothing more. You don't find those functions we had, the read, the write contract, the other fancy stuff. You don't have it here. But let's come back to our application and then verify. So all we need to do, same command, and you just switch this to verify, which is this, and this contract should be verified on base now. So in less than 10 minutes, we were able to deploy and verify our smart contract on base without stress, just making use of templates that has been existed. So one thing you should not try to do during this buildathon is try to reinvent the wheel. There's a smart functionality on base. Don't try to do a swap. You can add on it. If the UI is not customizable, make use of the API they provided on the Onchain kit. Do these things. As you can see, our smart contract is verified. All we just need to do is go there, watch this. We don't have those stuff there, but as soon as we refresh the application, you now have it. So this is his contract verified. You have your green tick, and this is your smart contract. We can now read and write to the smart contract. This is it. This is how we read from it. Unstoppable dApps. We can now write to our smart contract. That is all. I have deleted the folder we cloned for that repo. I would have actually changed this contract address, interacted with it, interact with it, and then come back here and our greeting would change. This is how you deploy your application on base, your smart contract, and get it verified. Just change the environment variable here, which is what we have here, and set up your deploy script and add your smart contract. So if your smart contract has a different name, probably contract one dot so, and you have your copilot assist me, contract is not actually doing that. So let's call that contract. Let's just contract one. So if this is your contract and then you now want to deploy, oh, Copilot, no, I don't need that. So if this is your contract, all you just need to do is to come to your deployment script. Preferably, you can just do this, copy this, paste this here, change this to contract one. We can make this a small letter and then let's import contract one. Copy that. So this is all you need to do then, contract one. That error should be gone. Yes, and then contract one is not accepting any value, as you can see. So this is it. Our application should be working fine now. Yes, and all we need to do, we can yarn compile, so you can see that it's working fine. So it's building, it should build the application, and yes, our application compiled. This is just a warning error, and you have your smart contract set. Simple, and it's as easy as it can go. And you can also work with this locally. All you just need to do is to say yarn chain. It would spin up a local blockchain, and then if you want to deploy your smart contract, you have yarn deploy. That's all. You don't need to specify the network. It will deploy it locally. So let's watch the blockchain. This is our blockchain. As soon as your application is being deployed, it should show up here. So this is it, yes. And our application is now deployed. Come back here. This is contract one has been deployed. Contract two has also been deployed. For us to see that, we'll need to spin up the front end for our application, which is yarn start. This would give us a fancy UI for us to see our smart contract. Let's go to our, so this is localhost. We are assuming we have our own blockchain, and then we now want to test it. So this is yarn localhost. So with scaffold, it has its own local block explorer, just like what we have here. You can see your deployed smart contract. There's a debug page where you can also use it to debug your smart contract before shipping it to the blockchain. So it's very fast. You don't need gas fee to do that. All you just need to do, make sure your yarn chain is running. Then whenever you make any change to your smart contract, you just yarn deploy, it deploys that, yarn deploy, it deploys that, yarn deploy, it deploys that. That is all. Let's see if we can make any change to this and deploy that. So what should we call this function? Copilot. Let's have it. So let's just call this test and nothing more. All we just need to do is to yarn deploy, and it will deploy the contract for us. And yes, so this is it deployed. It has deployed our contract. If you don't change any of the file from the previous contract, it would not redeploy this. It would only deploy the contract that has changes. Let's now go to the front end. So this is our application. Let's go to the debug page. So you see what we have. This is it. You have your contract, which is the greeter. You can interact with it. And then we have contract one. If you notice, we have the test function here. If I'm to take that out or probably add and then run yarn deploy, it will take that out. So for your developers actually building, they can have like a fancy UI that is auto generated. We did not write this code for them to make use of. And then your front end developers, without asking your back end developers, what and what did you put in the contract? Which function should I call? You can just tell them to check the debug page, and then they'll find set greeter. Is it payable? Do you want to pay for it? And then use greeting counter. We can switch this to Foundry and then interact. Let me disconnect. Yes, so I'm making use of a burner wallet, and we can just test this out. So this is our contract. We have building unstoppable dApps. Let's change that to good night as we are about to come to the end of the tutorial, and then let's send this. If you notice, it's now good night, but premium is still false. So let's set it to good payday and set probably one way. And okay, insufficient fund. Oh, I was setting one it. Let's get some more funds and send. So if you notice, this is now true, this, and the smart contract balance has now increased. So this is just a tool for you to interact with. As soon as you make any change to your smart contract, yarn deploy, it should reflect. Let's give that one more test before we end the session. So let's call this function um let's say set address. So this would receive an address, and let's call this public owner, and we can do this here. So this is what we have, and let's yarn deploy. So this is your $1 billion smart contract that has so many hacks, because you can be the owner today and not be the owner tomorrow. So our application is done deployed. All we just need to do, it refreshes by itself, and tada, we have our UI. Set address. If you notice, the address by default is the 0 address. Let's copy our address here and paste that and send. If you notice, it automatically changes. So this is something you can be building, testing immediately, testing, and as soon as you're done, you ship it to the blockchain and you're good to go. So I don't know if we have any other question before we call it a day. And I hope I've been. So if I've moved too fast, you can actually bring me back to any part and would explain better.
So,
So
guys, if there are any other question, you can drop it in the comments. We are about to wrap up. This workshop is also available on the YouTube, so you can always go back and play it. Also, we've been able to touch on ChainKit, touch on smart contract deployment, basic smart contract deployment, um, touch on base names and so on. So you could actually like go back to the YouTube and also play it again just to follow up.
okay, I just saw one question. Somebody is asking which software did I use to link my phone to my PC? Is screen copy, but they actually abbreviated it to CRCPY. So let me just share my screen and then show you that. Let me just let me show you that. Sorry, I'm trying to share a tab. Let me show you that here. So should it be SCRCPY? Yes. So this is it. So it's both for Windows and Linux users, including Mac. So this is it. It's a open source. Just install it and then you'll be able to share your phone on your screen. It also works wireless using Wi-Fi. So that's it. Any other question? Okay, let me share. Let me copy the link and then okay.
All right, so I think like this was workshop has been massive. Before Coco goes and carries or maybe the Friday before the talk. So I want to see something like so like to get the field based name, just post what you learned on this workshop from this workshop on Twitter or Warpcast or and any of your friends that can be eligible. Just share the workshop video to them. Right? It's recorded. They should check it out. Just share the link to them. It's going to be available on YouTube throughout. You just share it to them, let them watch it, and whatever they learned, if they post on Warpcast or Twitter, they will be eligible. I think we are going to be picking maybe the I don't know the amount of people that are going to be picking for now, but we should pick above 10 or 20. All right, so Coco and any other person that want to talk and go.
I think so. From my side, just advice, just ensure that you're not trying to build everything right now. You have a short amount of time. Focus on the core need of your problem statement for what you're trying to build. Even if it's like one feature or two features you're able to work on, you're able to work on it well, then work on it very well, ship it out, get your proof of concept in place, make sure that your documentation is good, presentable, make sure that you're able to pass the point out easily, and it should be easy for anyone judging to understand. So just make sure that you're getting an MVP, then you scale it. Build locally, but think globally, right? So try as much as possible to work with agile methodology for your team management. Don't do one thing then before you move to another thing. Try as much as possible to work with your team that things can be going on at the same time. While one person is working on documentation, the other person is already doing. The other person is coding. The other person is already gathering data. The other person is already doing user feedback and all of that, because you want to ensure that you're also building in public, right? So let's build, right? Build. Let's register for the Buildathon and also join the Buildathon participant group. We are there for you guys. Thank you.
So guys, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here. So last words, right? Okay, so for me, I would just say that let your focus for this buildathon be on creating impact, right? Take it away. I know that the money is important. Everybody wants to make money, everybody wants to win, right? But if your focus is on impact, the money will definitely come. If your focus is on value, the money will definitely come. So let your focus be on really solving a challenge in your local community, creating a solution and bringing people on chain. Once your focus is there, every other thing is going to be added, and you might just be lucky to win, right? Or you will definitely win. So yes, thank you very much everyone for joining this session, and we'll be having more of these workshops every week. We are going to decide if it's going to be on Sundays or Mondays or any other day of the week. So yeah, look out for our posts, and make sure you're following Base Africa, you're following Base workshops as well. And then for the links that you need to join to register for the buildathon, and every other necessary links that you need to join the group chat, to join the group chat for the African builders, to register for the hack day in Lagos. And we're having a hack day in Lagos, and we're having another hack day in Ghana, right? So if you're in Ghana, Accra, you can register for the hack day in Ghana. If you're in Lagos, Nigeria, you can register for the hack day in Lagos. And all these links are going to be posted on the description, but you can also see them on our Twitter page. So just go to the pinned post on our Twitter. In the comments of the twin post, you see all the necessary links that you need to know for this buildathon. So yes, thank you very much everyone for joining, and um see you guys on the winning side for the buildathon. Thank you.
So I guess we'll end it here, right?
And to participate for the Buildathon, all you need is your base name. Even if you're not on Warpcast, you can still participate. We'll still be doing more activities to find way to give Warpcast to. But now I focus on solely and
Yeah,
majorly
all
focus on.
focus right now is on the buildathon, and you don't need webcast for the buildathon. All you need is a base name, right? But yeah, we are working on something to give our community members webcast, give webcast accounts to our community members. But that will be launched, that will be announced very soon, probably after the buildathon or before the probably after the buildathon or during the buildathon. But right now the focus is on the buildathon. So whatever it is that you need, the only thing that you need is actually your base name. If you don't have a base name and you participated in the challenge by Drooks, you can drop your um Drooks is going to handle that, and then you can send base names to the wallet address that are dropped. But then you can also join the community and still, if in case you're in the community and you want to still participate in the buildathon, or you know someone that wants to participate in the buildathon that is not on this call and is in the community or is not in the community, you want to get them to join the community, and also let them just, they can just state that, oh, I don't have a base name, and we'll get it sorted out for them. So thank you.
Okay, so I mentioned earlier that for people that are in Kenya, we are having a physical hack. We're having 4 physical hack days starting on October 1st, which is on Tuesday, up till Friday 4th October. Um, before attending this hack day, if you're in Kenya, you have to sign up. um I think I'm going to share the links to the Base Africa team and they'll tweet it. If you're in Kenya and you want to join
Please
us.
send the link. Yes, you can send the link to the DM so we can post it. So everyone that wants to, that's in Kenya, because even some Kenya communities reached out, and I forwarded them to Dami. So for those that are in Kenya, can register for the hack day in Kenya. So you can send the link to me so we can post it officially.
All right, I've sent the link to the group. So thank you
Okay.
very much, Nkechi.
All right then.
Okay, so we've come to the end of the session. um I wish Yao builders a happy build session, and I'm hoping to see amazing use cases of everything we've talked about on this workshop session, and even the ones we've not talked about. We want to see you explore, and make sure you remember to register on Devfolio, to be qualified to submit your product. And if you are forming a team, um I think we will do a little video on how to form a team on Devfolio, so that your teammates do not have to submit one after the other. I think I'll do that personally. I'll make the video and put it out on my page. So yeah, thank you for coming for the workshop session. I think we have come to the end of it. Happy building.
All right, that's a wrap. Keep building on base and stay based. Build local, build globally but think locally. No, sorry, think globally but build locally and stay based. All right.